I can't talk today. Like, I'm having trouble doing this video, and I don't understand why. Probably just because it's PU. You're probably looking at the screen and wondering, what the hell is up with these pokes? This is basically, like, the NU of NU. Like, there's stuff at NU that gets used fairly often, and it's like, oh, yeah, this thing is, like, a surefire for NU. It's not going up anywhere. And then there's mid-range stuff. Yeah, you know, this stuff's in NU. And then there's stuff that's really low in NU, and they just made the cutoff there, and they were like, okay, this stuff is shit. We'll throw it on the ground. It's not even an officially recognized thing. Just have fun playing in the mud with each other. And I say thank you, because as a little kid I used to like playing in the mud all the time anyways. But what is up? I have a PU match against Nintenchu69, and I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. So we're gonna go and lead off with Rapidash. He leads off with Metang, and I see that as being a little obvious just because, you know, stealth rock, possibly dual screens, that kind of thing. It's a very obvious lead with a lot of good support moves for the rest of the team. And I end up going for the Flare Blitz on the Shell Gun. This thing takes it way too good. Oh god, that's disgusting. But decide to switch out just because in my experience with Shell Gun, which is very little by the way, it has Toxic and then it shuffles shit around, and then it's got Dragon Claw too. So I figure I could go into Muck to take the Dragon Claw, but he ends up roaring out outright, and he brings me into my Basculin. Now, I don't really mind this too bad. I could have gone for the Double Edge right there, but I wanted to go for the Waterfall just to test the water, pun intended, kind of see how much it would have done. It does nothing. It does, like, it's not even worth staying in at all. So I figure I'll just go out into Muck again, and my plan B right here is I can take these hits fairly well. That's actually kind of looking like maybe it'll do less than 25% on the next one. I'm not 100% on that yet, since it has to do like 101, and that did like a little over 101. But I'm gonna try to chance it, stay in here, and then just go for a gunk shot. You know, maybe try to poison it, since you'd think it has shed skin, just because it sheds its cocoon and becomes a beautiful, disgusting. Beautiful and disgusting at the same time, because it's really scary Salamence, but it's got Rockhead, so that was kind of a thing. And then this portion is kind of sped up. It's kind of, I guess, important, which is why I didn't speed it up a lot, but in reality it's just kind of me being in a bad situation, because I thought I was going to be slower than this thing, and I'm faster. Now, this is good and bad, because it lets me get Paint Split off first, and I don't know why I don't see people running Paint Split on Buck. I think it's pretty cool, but the thing is that because I'm faster, I can't sub down reliably because he has Earthquake, and I'm pretty sure even his Meteor Mash will be doing at least 25%, which I think this is the first time he revealed it, but he gets a crit right here. I don't even know whether or not that's going to end up doing that much, but because I go first, I can Paint Split, get some HP back, and then maybe try it again. I would have just kept going for Earthquakes. I mean, I don't think I have a really solid switch in for Earthquake. Coming from this thing. Anything that, you know, can end up taking it out on the next turn anyway, but even if the thing is, because he's going for Meteor Mash right here, I could go into Rapidash if I really wanted to, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna whittle this thing down and then put Rapidash in a good situation for any one of its moves besides Flare Blitz. Just make it a little bit easier to get the revenge kill off. So Muck didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. You did kind of get to see what my set is about, and I never get to use Gunk Shot, by the way. Whenever I use Garbodor or Muck, the shit ends up missing or just not working out at all. Okay, bring in a Rapidash. Rapidash got Drill Run in Black-White too. That's kind of cool. Got a big horn that sticks in the ground, covers in mud, and shits all over electric types. Sign me up. That's cool. Fearow got it too, which I may actually start using a little more often. Anyways, Kangaskhan comes in. Yes, beautiful, good, wonderful. You are playing PU correctly, sir. Unfortunately, Burn does kick in on the Flare Blitz. I say unfortunate just because it's a Kangaskhan. It's fortunate for me, but I don't like hurting my favorite Pokemon like this. One of them, anyway. But I live with 2 on the return, and this motherfucker, I should have expected this, but Kangaskhan does carry Sucker Punch, and I'm actually glad that he goes for it, because he shows me that he knows how to make a Kangaskhan properly, and he's going to end up dying to Life Orb and burn damage anyway, so I don't really care. I probably could have switched out, but I didn't really want anything else to take the hit. In reality, I maybe could have gone out into LGM on that turn, then just Recover Stall, but I think I'm going to end up needing that thing later. So it's a double down. I recognize that he does have Electabuzz left, and the best thing to do for him is to Volt Switch. That's why I send in Ampharos, and Electabuzz can't really threaten Ampharos. I think maybe, I'm not 100% if I think it's Earthquake, but I'm not really fearing anything from it that I can remember, so that's why I decided to bring it in. Go for the Focus Blast. That was silly. I don't know why I ended up doing that. And here's why, because I have the hidden power ice. It would have been neutral against Electabuzz, would have been super effective on this thing, would have been super effective on Shelgon, and I believe he still has Grumpig left as well, which I think maybe has Thick Fat. I'm not 100% on that, but that's really the only thing that he could have solidly gone out to. But anyway, going back to what just happened, you saw Lee Vanya on your screen for like a second or two because he ended up trying to Swords Dance, expecting me to switch. Nope, I got the HP Ice, and that thing's dead. So I ended up switching out right here. That was a really big mistake, especially because I could have just brought this thing in and revenge killed it very easily with the crunch, but for whatever reason, I decided to fodder it. What the hell was I thinking? This is a physical attacker. I need this shit. And I decided to go out into Ampharos immediately after this, decided to go for some T-Bolts. I know this thing is very specially defensive, but it's going to be all about the revenge kills, basically. I mean, it kind of puts me in a bad spot, but I don't really want my Linoon taking any damage that it doesn't need to. Same with my LGM at this point in the game. I need my other pokes fresh, so do as much damage as I can with this thing, and then bring in something else. Because that Electabuzz, if I'm not careful with it, it's really just gonna clean up. So gonna go for some T-Bolts. It's just T-Bolting and Psychic for like the next 3 turns. And the thing that I find actually really interesting about PU is I don't know a whole hell of a lot about the pokes in PU. Like I wasn't really like a big 3rd gen guy, so I know next to nothing about Grumpig aside from a few of the moves that I've seen it get, and I can probably count the number of times I've fought Grumpig on one hand. Like it's really uncommon to see one. So he ends up, you know, just taking me out with the Psychic. I was kind of expecting like a Wish or something somewhere along the lines. I think it gets Wish, but fortunately he doesn't end up going for it, or if he's just like a fully offensive set, I guess that kind of works out. But my Linoon comes in now and goes for the revenge kill that I was talking about earlier with the Shadow Claw. The thing that sucks is at the time I was playing this game, we didn't know that Pinch Berries were out, but Pinch Berries were confirmed in Black and White 2. Not the stat boosting ones is what I'm trying to say, not Custap or any of the other ones, but you could do Belly Salac now, but I run Belly Citrus on that thing, so it'll be interesting to see if I can get one off. But in comes the LGM, and he goes for the Focus Blast. I was like, I'm going to bring it in because I think this thing is actually a little bit special defensive anyway. The really cool thing about this thing that I think might actually get it to move up a tier 2 is it gets Analytic now. Its first ability, I don't even know what it was. It probably wasn't that good. But its new ability is that when it goes second when it attacks, it gets an attack boost of like 1.3. So I think it's like a sheer force boost. It might be, I don't know if it's 1.3 or 1.5, but it's a lot. It's enough to KO a Shelgon or 2 hits with Psychic. And I'm sitting at a pretty decent amount of HP for this Electabuzz too. Problem is I think it just went for a Wish. So once I hit this thing, it'll get back up to half of what the Shelgon's HP was. So I probably should have gone for Recover right here. That could have been a pretty stupid series of plays. But brings him down to a pretty low amount, and then it brings him back up. Fortunately, not all the way, because I don't know how well that would have worked out for me. But looking at it, I can maybe take another T-Bolt. And if I can't, I don't know what I'm fucking do, because Linoon can't really take it out. And I live it on 2. That's really fucking important just because Linoon's really fragile now. I don't think I could take a T-Bolt from an Electabuzz, but I ended up taking it out, and that's the game. So left me with a pretty narrow 2-0. I thought it was a pretty fun game. It was a pretty decent length one. Yeah, considering I've been uploading fairly long games as of lately. That's all I really have backed up. So I got a really long UU match backed up. What else do I have? I have like an unbearably long standard match backed up too, and got a monocolor. Let's see what else I have in this folder. I think I have an RU. Is that an RU match I'm looking at? Maybe. I don't know. And then I got some Challenge Cup. I'm kind of running low on material, truthfully. I might not make it through the week. Well, I will, but I won't be too satisfied with the matches I upload. Anyways, black screen, stalled it out. Oh god. Okay. TCG2 tonight. In case you're not familiar with my LP schedule, it is TCG2 on Monday and Friday, Penumbra on weekends, and then battles Monday through Friday, and that's how my channel is going to work until further notice, because I love you. Really. Okay, that'll do for today, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.